Hi, I'm Diana Storell. I'm here with the biggest sports fanatic I know, Joe McGrain, host of the I'm Teed Off show on WTAN 1340.
Thanks for having me, Diana.
Thanks for coming, Joe.
Well, I consider myself a sports fan, a big sports fan. I love sports all day long. That's all I do is watch, read, everything to do with sports. And in fact, as Diana told you, I have a radio show here in the area. And what I did is I created this show for myself so that I could stay in touch with all the athletes, the golfers, and all the athletes. I go in the locker room with the Lightning and the Rays and get interviews. So I found out that with the radio show, I can be that much closer to the action. Plus, when my wife says, "What the hell are you doing laying on the couch watching sports?" I can tell her I'm working. So it always works well. But I've been lucky enough to do a lot of things because of the radio show that involve sports. I'm able to get these athletes to laugh. That was my goal when I first started it. Make them laugh. For instance, here's a clip that I wanted to show you of me talking to Dottie Pepper and Jeff Sluman. And if you watch this clip, you'll see how my goal was to make them laugh, and Dottie Pepper laughs like crazy. Check out this clip I have for you, Diana. You're from Syracuse, and that's where you...
Rochester.
Rochester, I'm sorry. You're from Syracuse.
Saratoga.
Saratoga.
Oh, you're close. You're in the same state.
Who the hell cares where they're from? They're here with us right now. That's all that matters. All right, well...
You got the state right.
Well, all right, I got Oak Hills...
Where did you get that stuff?
Rochester, Oak Hills Country Club.
Oak Hill. Oak Hill, Bagby.
Oak Hills is in San Antonio.
Okay.
It's Oak Hill.
The hell with this. Let's get rid of that right away. That was Dottie, by the way, because I'm done with her. Craig Harmon is what I'm getting at. You credit a lot of your success through the years because of...
Absolutely.
Right? Can we get her a drink? Where's the Cabana boy? Cabana boy.
Should be around here somewhere, for God's sakes.
Well, what I'm getting at is I heard that you gave him a Mercedes convertible. That's what I'm getting at. Is that true?
Yeah.
Have you ever given a media guy anything? Just wondering.
Just some grief, like I'm giving you right now.
There you go. See what I mean? I'm there to have fun. And when I was on covering some of the golf tournaments, what I did with these athletes is I asked them to do things for me. For instance, ESPN has Chris Berman, if you know who he is. I don't know if you know him, but he makes fun of everyone's nickname. He puts a nickname to him, like Jose Cruz. He called him Jose Caribbean Cruz. Well, I did this with the golfers. I made them say it, though. Here's a few clips of some of the pro golfers using their silly nicknames I gave them. Check this one out.
John Short Order Cook.
Barry New York Cheeseman Cake.
This is Rich Beam Me Up Scotty. Welcome to the Florida Golf Show.
Skip, Barbie, and Kendall.
Stewart in sync. Greg Kraft, macaroni and cheese.
John Houston, we have a problem.
There you go. Now this great job that I have, I've created this golf show, I'm Teed Off, to also meet other athletes and other professions, and for instance, college coaches. I interviewed Steve Spurrier and Bobby Bowden, two of the biggest names some years ago when I interviewed them. Here's a few little clips of first Spurrier, it's a quick one, and then the Bobby Bowden clip. And you see, how much fun that I have talking to these icons in the college football world. Here you go, some more clips for you.
Proud to welcome head coach of University of Florida, Steve Spurrier. Steve, welcome.
Well, thank you, Joe. Glad to be on your show.
Welcome, Bobby Bowden. Bobby, welcome.
Hey, thank you. I'm surprised golf welcomed me the way I play it.
Well, that was going to be one of my questions since we are a golf show. Are you a golfer?
I love to play golf, but I'm not very good, but I'd love to play it.
Well, what's your handicap?
My handicap, well, now, I haven't hit a ball since last July, but in about 2 weeks, I'll start hitting them. I'll hit them every day up till about the next July. And I'll get my handicap down about 17 or 18. That's about as good as I do.
Oh, so you only have to give me like 5 strokes aside then?
I bet not.
Now, any favorite golfers? Who does Bobby like to watch on the tour?
Well, my favorite coming up always was Arnold Palmer. He was always #1. Right now, I like Duval. I like Tiger Woods. Looks like we got another guy that's going to dominate it, it looks like.
You got a $75,000 bonus for getting in the Sugar Bowl. That's pretty sweet.
My wife got it. I didn't get a penny of it. I wish I'd have got a little of that.
All right, Bobby, thank you for your time.
Thank you. Glad to talk.
How about some of the names we know, like names I would know, like, for instance, Tiger Woods?
All right, yes, I have interviewed Tiger Woods. In fact, here's a montage of some of the biggest names of the golfing world that I got to laugh. Remember, my goal was always to be a regular sports fan with them. I didn't care about their round and how they're doing on the golf course. I wanted to know about other things. So that's why I asked as a sports fan. And here's a quick clip of a montage of some of the famous golfers I had a chance to talk with.
Well, you're not talking about me, Gary? Oh, I'd hate to travel. Look at this. You've got to have a lot of guts to play this game. I want to tell you, if you and I travel together, I'd take care of the damn breakfast. You take care of the dinners.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I don't miss many meals, I'll tell you that. You're a champ with a knife and fork, I can see that.
Now, you're with 1998 Blackwell's best dress list. Does that mean anything to you?
Not really.
Pretty neat, though.
Well, you know, I just try and do my best, that's all.
How does that feel, having everyone name everything after you?
Well, I'm flattered and embarrassed a little bit, and very grateful for all the nice things that have happened.
Us amateur golfers, every week we play with the same three guys, week in and week out. If Jack could pick his foursome and you'd be one of the people in it, who would be the other three you'd like to play with?
I'd have a hard time on that one.
Nothing?
Because I got 4 boys. That's to make a fivesome.
All right, let's have a fivesome. You're going to have all 4 boys.
And that's what we got.
Jack, thanks for your time and good luck on the tours.
Appreciate it. So thrilled to be a smartass. That's it.
Now, what's it like being friends with the President George Bush? What's that like?
Well, it's pretty spectacular, first of all. You know, I've been to his place, played little horseshoes and golf and fished and done all that. Davis and I and my teacher, Paul Marchand, usually go see him up at Kitty Bunkport in the summer.
I didn't know I was going to be successful with it. What if I wasn't successful with it? Would you be looking for me in Dallas to interview me?
68, you win the U.S. Open. You're the first player to shoot.
Know that. They know
No, they don't, Lee.
You're from Boston. Get back over there.
Yeah. Hey, 1975, you're struck by lightning. What's up with that?
Well, and, you know, and some other things I've also been able to do is cover the LPGA Tour, get up close to some of the greatest golfers of all time. Annika Sormstad, one of the greatest lady golfers of all time. And I had a lot of fun with them. Here, watch this one.
Roll it.
This year, I understand you made your first hole-in-one on the tour. Is that true?
Yes, true, in March.
What was it, 8-iron, 140 yards, if I remember?
Yeah, I think you're right. It was an 8-iron, definitely. It was one of the shots. It felt good when it came off the face, but you never know. And I was saying, get close, and it got really close.
That's got to be great, though, at a tournament to get one, right?
Oh, yeah, I like to do it more often.
Now, do you make them like all the time when you're practicing and everything?
I wish. No, you know, I've only had 3 in my whole career, and 1 in a tournament and 2 in practice. So.
Now, British Opens. Okay, you've finished second, I believe, 3 times in the British Open. You think you're going to win one of them?
Well, you know, being from Sweden and being a European, the British Open means a lot to me, and I've been close a few times. And you know, I like to win that tournament. It's a lot of prestige, a lot of great players have won it in the past, and I would like to. I mean, I'm going to try the next few years just really to get close. So we'll see.
Oh, close. You're second. I don't. You know, there's only one more spot.
It's only one putt or one shot. That's how close it's been. But it's golf, and it's a difficult sport. You just got to be patient and keep trying, and hopefully it'll be your turn one time.
Now you're also 4-1 in your playoff record. That's pretty good. That means you're a pretty good clutch player.
You know all my stats. Yeah, I mean I guess I'm just very consistent, and you know when we come down to playoff, I mean I'm a grinder. I just grind, and you know I never give up. I'm one of those players, and sometimes, you know, the other players get tired, and there I go.
Now, my last question for you. I understand you're a great cook. What would be your favorite meal if you were going to cook me one?
If I cook, it depends what you like, but pasta is my favorite. I like a lot of seafood, barbecue. Anything goes on the barbie, so.
Now, as skinny as you are, you like all that?
I do. I go to the gym, too, though, so, okay. I mean, I got to eat.
So that's the difference. We eat, and you go to the gym, and I don't. That's the only difference.
Well, we can eat together, but then I go to the gym.
It all started back in Boston when I was just a little boy. I loved sports because I had 3 sisters that wouldn't play with me. They wanted to play dolls all day in house. So I had to play sports by myself, which isn't much fun. So I found myself watching the Red Sox and the Bruins and the Celtics and the Patriots year round, and I just fell in love with it. I just loved it. I would back then they didn't have all the television stations they have today, so I found myself listening to them on the radio, which you're a true sports fan. You listen to a ball game on the radio. Try it sometime. They don't do it anymore, but that's how I grew up. And then as I got older, with the invention of the cable, ESPN came in. Greatest station in the world, ESPN. It has sports 24 hours a day. When it first started, I remember at 3 in the morning, you'd get home after being out night partying, turn the television on, and watching Australian rules football. I didn't even know what was going on, but it was sports at 3 in the morning. How could you beat that? And of course, ESPN has come a long way. They have like 20 channels now, and it's sports, just non-stop sports for us sports fans. So we, you know, it's easy to be a sports fan in today's world. But what I did is I took it one step further. I created a golf show that able to get me media credentials to cover all of the sporting events that happen, so I can get up close to some of these athletes.